CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. Caught on camera. This afternoon, we are getting a look at the terrifying moments a gas station clerk was held up at gunpoint. This is surveillance video from inside the Chevron gas station. It's on University Drive and Royal Palm Boulevard in Coral Springs. You can see the crook with the gun up to the clerk's head. Police say the thief took off with money from 2 cash registers. There's a $5,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest. Call police if you have any information. Former President Donald Trump's legal troubles are growing, as well as the number of people implicated in the federal indictment over the handling of classified documents. Mar-a-Lago's property manager was issued bond after appearing in federal court. CBS News Miami's Terry Hornstein has the very latest.
Carlos de Oliveira did not speak after his first court hearing Monday.
Has your client been asked to testify against Mr. Trump?
The Mar-a-Lago property manager is expected to enter a plea next month in the classified documents case. He's accused of working with former President Trump to try to delete security footage sought by the special counsel's office.
The Justice Department has unfortunately decided to bring these charges against Mr. Dale. And now it's time for them to put their money where their mouth is.
A 20-year employee at Mar-a-Lago, de Oliveira, walked out of court on $100,000 bond after being charged, along with former President Trump and Trump's close aide, Walt Nauta.
Well, thank you very much, Erie.
Trump, who faces more than 3 dozen charges in this case and is in the middle of several other legal battles, rallied in Pennsylvania over the weekend.
You know, they're not indicting me, they're indicting you. I just happen to be standing in their way. That's all it is.
Trump's supporters are showing no signs of wavering. A New York Times Siena poll of likely Republican voters shows him at 54%, with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis at just 17%. No one else above 3%.
Country's going in the wrong direction.
Trump's challengers are hoping voters begin to see his legal issues as a liability.
We need to be focusing on using our energy, on resources, on defeating Biden and the Democrats.
We can't keep living with indictments and court cases and vengeance of the past. We've got to start going forward.
The former president has 5 separate trials scheduled between October and next May, which overlaps with the majority of the Republican primary schedule. And more trouble could be on the way for Trump. Barricades are now installed around the Fulton County Courthouse in Georgia. A grand jury is expected to consider charges against him over his alleged attempt to pressure Georgia election officials. The district attorney has signaled any possible announcements of charges would come sometime this month. In the newsroom, Terry Hornstein, CBS News, Miami.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look outside on this first day of August. Clouds and storms arrived early, but if you could linger into this evening, let's talk about the supermoon. Next weather meteorologist Cindy Pressler lets us know if we'll be able to get a good view tonight.
Yeah, we're hoping to. It rises at 8:32 p.m. and if we have clouds around, that's going to be a problem. But I'm hoping that we'll see some breaks in those clouds. If you want to see it, head out after 8:32. It'll appear brighter and larger, but it actually isn't. But it just depends on the moon's orbit around the Earth right now. So it's kind of cool. We've got 2 of them coming up this month. We've got another one at the end, and that's going to be a blue moon. So we're going to be talking about this twice this month. Showers and storms this afternoon. Boy, oh boy, we still have them going across northern Broward County, Palm Beach County. Lots of heavy rain in here. Starting to dissipate a little bit now, right around Route 27 there, but Coral Springs still picking up some rain at this point. It's trying to move into areas that have already had rain today, so that's air that has been worked over. So it wants to slide back to the north in areas that have not seen much rain yet today. So we still have some warnings up here. This is a severe thunderstorm warning up here near Belle Glade in Palm Beach County. But to the south, the air has already been worked over. We'll still see this rain falling out here. We've had as much as 2 to 3 inches in spots today. Miami Beach, there was a flood advisory in effect. Heavy rain fell there. If you're anywhere in that area, you know it just came straight down. No wind out of that. And also around Homestead picked up an 1.5 inches of rain today, too. So we've had our share. Right now, it's 86 degrees, high today, 94. So with that sun that popped out between storms, that managed to bring that temperature up. So that feels like right now 91 degrees. So those areas that have had no rain today out on the south and the western areas, those are very hot still. So we'll put in our modeling and see what these showers are going to do this evening. Moving out, but you still see the clouds out there. So mostly cloudy skies, unfortunately, but maybe you'll get a glimpse of that moon. And then tomorrow we're going to have showers and thunderstorms over the interior area as the sea breeze fronts kind of collide there, but then the boundaries will carry them toward the coast. So we're going to see again showers and thunderstorms kind of draped across South Florida. Rain chances best in the afternoon into the early evening, so you could plan around that. You'll need your umbrella. Rain chances are going to stay with us, although they'll be a little bit lower as we head into the rest of the week. As far as the tropics, we've only have one system that we're looking at, and that's a very low chance. Other than that, temperatures in the low to mid 90s for the next 7 days with a chance for rain each day.
All right, thank you, Cindy. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has invited Vice President Kamala Harris to discuss the state's new Black History standards. CBS News Miami's Jacqueline Quinn has the details.
The focus of this debate is what's in the state curriculum. There's a passage or a line in there that discusses slavery, that slaves developed skills to their personal benefit, but some feel, well, that is a rewriting of history. Obviously, this has spurred a lot of debate across the country, with some speaking out against this. Now the governor wants to invite the vice president to talk about it. Vice President Kamala Harris has said that this is an insult as she returns to the state for a conference in Orlando today. Now, Governor Ron DeSantis has seized this opportunity to invite her to discuss this curriculum that has faced opposition from civil rights groups. The governor has defended this, saying that it was developed by experts.
High schoolers may be taught that victims of violence, of massacres, were also perpetrators. I said it yesterday. They insult us in an attempt to gaslight us.
The standards come out, and then Harris says that somehow Florida is teaching that having chattel slavery was good. Nobody has said that.
Now, in his invitation, he is extending this meeting with the VP to Dr. Alan White, a person who sat formerly on the U.S. Civil Commission. He's also developing this curriculum. She has not stated whether she will accept this invitation. In Miami, I'm Jacqueline Quinn, CBS News, Miami.
Dozens gathered to pray for Miami-Dade Police Director Freddie Ramirez's recovery. Faith leaders, elected officials, and law enforcement met at the 93rd Street Community Baptist Church to honor Ramirez. Ramirez shot himself while on the way back from Tampa. It was following an argument with his wife. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the Florida Highway Patrol are investigating. Despite the circumstances, community members say Ramirez is family.
It's not a secret that I've been through tragedies in my life, losing my mother, losing my son, and Freddie's been there with me.
I just hope that this is really something that will cause our community not only to come together in support of Freddie, but to come together in support of people when they are going through rough times. This is really a wake-up call for many.
Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava says Ramirez is recovering at Tampa General Hospital with his family by his side. When we come back, a South Florida father is hoping some star power is just the miracle that his daughter needs. She's been on life support for weeks. What he's asking after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. It has been 6 days since an American nurse living and working in Haiti was reportedly kidnapped. Protests erupted outside an aid facility near the nation's capital. That's where the woman and her daughter are said to have been taken. CBS News Miami's Jared Hill has more on the search.
Cries for liberation echoed through streets near Haiti's capital of Port-au-Prince. Hundreds of protesters pleaded for the return of American aid worker Alex Dorsonville.
I'm a nurse from New Hampshire, but now I live in Haiti.
Dorsonville was working for the nonprofit El Roi Haiti, running what she called a makeshift clinic. The organization said she and her young daughter were kidnapped from the campus Thursday. This woman says she was there as it happened, waiting for a checkup when a man she couldn't understand hand, pulled out his gun and told her to relax.
We are aware of the reports that 2 U.S. citizens were kidnapped in Haiti.
The State Department wouldn't give any information on the desperate search. Dorsonville went missing the same day the U.S. advised Americans to avoid travel to Haiti. The State Department even ordering non-emergency personnel to leave the country, citing widespread kidnappings. According to a recent UN report, gang violence is fueling a rise in kidnappings, killings, and injuries in Haiti. More than 1,600 total incidents in the first 3 months of this year. Nearly 400 of those kidnappings. The situation sparked protests earlier this month. The State Department says it's working with Haitian authorities regarding the Americans reportedly kidnapped. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The aid group says Alex had been living in Haiti for several years and that she had married the group's ministry director in 2021. Earlier this month, Doctors Without Borders announced it was suspending services in its hospitals in Haiti, and that's after nearly 24 men with guns burst into an operating room and took a patient. A South Florida father is at his daughter's hospital bedside hoping for 2 miracles. First, Danny Espinoza is praying that his daughter, Demi, recovers from multiple surgeries. She has a heart condition and a collapsed lung. Right now, Demi is at Stanford Children's Hospital in California. She was transferred there from Nicholas Children's Hospital in Miami. Espinoza is also hoping that his daughter's biggest idol, Taylor Swift, can stop by the hospital and pay Demi a visit. Demi has been on life support for the past 8 weeks. Her dad says that a visit from Taylor Swift would do wonders to boost her spirits.
I would love for her to be able to obviously swing by. I know what that would do for my daughter. Lift her spirits tremendously. It's, I think, something that would go a very long way. She can't do that. FaceTime, something of the sort, just to lift my daughter's spirits. I'm really hoping for something like that because I know it would mean the world, and it would mean the world to Demi for sure.
Danny says that he realizes the request is a long shot, but he says you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Long lines continue to form outside DMVs across South Florida, and things aren't expected to change anytime soon. According to the agency, part of the problem is groups hoarding and selling appointments. CBS News Miami's Larry Seward has the report.
Florida's DMV requires appointments to get driver's license. A spokesperson says they never charge a booking fee, and any group that does could be wasting customers' time and money. 16-year-old Ashley Riesco is running out of time. In 3 weeks, her only ride to school and work leaves for college, and the odds of this student driver scoring her own license to drive before then seem longer than lines wrapped around any DMV office.
I was staying up till like 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, just refreshing, hoping I would see an appointment, but I never saw any availability. And I did that for like 3 weeks, and I was like, this is way too much.
Florida's Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles knows about delays and a third-party hustle that authorities say takes advantage of the situation.
I could not get any appointment at the DMV, and it was just like the last option.
Riesco's friends told her about driving schools that book appointments to students for an extra $100 or more. One of them promised Ashley a spot Tuesday afternoon.
He said, here's the time, and then it's like a 10-minute test. And then after that, they give you a certificate, and you head to the DMV and get a renewal license appointment.
In a statement, a DMV spokesperson says they are aware that third-party appointment brokers reserve free driver license appointments, then attempt to resell them. They are taking advantage of the situation and making appointment backlogs worse.
That's just like crazy that the DMV is just so overbooked that third parties are making a lot of money off of teenagers with the driving test. Like, I know a lot of people that are going to the driving school because they just can't like get any appointment.
To attack problems, DMV staff cancels about 1,000 fictitious appointments a day, they say. While Riesco has an appointment confirmed Tuesday, the DMV cannot guarantee people who buy spots will actually get in. So it's buyer beware. In Miami Gardens, Larry Seward, CBS News, Miami.
Thanks for joining us.